You may remember we reported last week on how residents in Shiplake in Oxfordshire were concerned that plans for a new housing development would worsen flooding there. People living in ICKFORD in Buckinghamshire saw that report and got in touch to tell us they're also worried about the consequences of a new development in their village. They think if 66 extra houses are built, it'll exacerbate their flooding problem. Angela Walker reports.
Much of this garden in ICKFORD's under several centimetres of water. On the other side of this hedge behind me, Deanfield Homes have planning permission for 66 new houses. Some of that land also flooded, and there's been no heavy rain for several weeks.
After we've had heavy rain, the water would run down towards Worminghole Road, and then it enters the drainage system. You get a mixture of surface water and sewage, which then moves down to the village.
This is the Environment Agency's flood map, and this is where the houses are planned. Local residents say permission should never have been granted.
One of the bases of their calculations is that the site behind me here, which is slightly higher than the village, which is surrounded in turn by a floodplain, or will flood only very, very occasionally. That is not the case, as you have seen. Even though the water has receded, there's still water on this site.
I can remember in the 70s going in that field, the water would be up to your knees, and that would be the same across the field beyond and the field up to the top road. So it's not a logical place to build houses.
Everybody talks about the water table being very, very visible. We've just come out of the October floods. The village was almost impassable, and several cars had to be towed out of water. So we just don't believe that putting more concrete into low-lying land is going to help the matter.
This ditch, as you can see how high it is now, we had much higher, and it's like a torrent of water coming in here. Well, because the current infrastructure can't cope with the amount of water and sewage currently, invariably a tanker appears outside our house behind me, and they are here from 7 o'clock in the morning till possibly 10 o'clock at night, just pumping away sewage.
The developers say they understand people's concerns. Deanfield Homes told us the development's been designed to ensure the overall level of risk within the village will not increase and will provide effective surface water drainage, with areas of permeable paving, and the rate of discharge of water from the attenuation tank will be controlled so as not to overburden the drainage network.
We need to ensure that the developer does not start building, and that the council ensures that the developer does not start building until those drainage issues have been solved, and until we can have confidence, real scientific confidence, that that development is not going to cause further misery, further flooding, further disruption to people's lives.
Buckinghamshire Council told us at outline planning stage the applicants submitted proposals to demonstrate how surface water runoff from the site will be managed. Those are under review by the council, and the lead local flood authority are continuing to engage with the drainage consultant working on behalf of the developer. So for now, the project is on hold while the matter is reviewed. Angela Walker, BBC South Today.